All right, Neil, plenty of reasons to be positive after today. This was a gorgeous day, homecoming. Penn State comes out and plays very well on both sides of the ball. Defense was great. The offense was really good for a lot of the game. So 29-7 win. This was a good day.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a blowout like this, sort of a blowout. But James Franklin said, and I agree with it, they left a lot of yards on the field. They still had great field position. I think that their offense looked better, and it looked the best that it had in a drop-back setting since the Temple game, since recovering from that. But, I still think they're going to have to play a lot better to win the majority of the games that are left. The schedule's going to take a pretty significant turn in terms of quality of opposition.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, although they knew Indiana couldn't do anything offensively. You're at your backup quarterback, Diamond, who can't throw the football because Sudfeld wasn't playing. Then he gets hurt, and Cam Cameron's son is in there, and he threw the football pretty well. But when you're up a few scores on a team and you know that team can't move the ball, I wonder if just some malaise maybe sat in for the Penn State offense.
Probably started looking ahead. You got Ohio State next week, even though James didn't seem to know who they played next week, so I guess we're supposed to believe that. I just thought that there was, they settled in at times, and they weren't able to consistently, I think, they made a few chunk plays with their passing game, which was encouraging, and I think Polk has a lot to do with that. He helps them stretch the field. That opened up Hamilton as well. So Christian threw the ball vertically. I thought they had the best vertical passing game that they've had really this year.
Frankly, love the play calling for most of the day. I know John Donovan's been the lightning rod, but hey, nobody can complain about the play calling from this Penn State offense today. I thought they did fantastic. Frankly, I thought Indiana's play calling was atrocious. They come out from their own 7-yard line to start. They're throwing the ball over the place with a kid who can't throw. Then after they move the ball a little bit, Neil, they dumb it down and they start running straight into the Penn State line of scrimmage. They weren't going to run. I frankly have no idea what Indiana was trying to accomplish today.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was a hangover from the Ohio State game or just not being able to adapt to having your #1 quarterback in there, but they really hurt themselves in discipline areas. Some really big penalties that, to me, one of the big plays in the game is when they get Hackenberg to fumble at his 20, Indiana recovers it, the scoreless tie, and they've been penalized for a hands to the face. That was game changer.
Onside kick Indiana got, Penn State's defense stuffed them. Mark Allen fumbles, Penn State's defense stuffed him. They called it sudden change. It's something that the defense works on. It's sudden change. Bob Shoop preaches it. When you've got to get back out there and there's a sudden change in the game, take care of it and handle your responsibility. I thought the Penn State defense, Indiana had one good drive with the kid running around, but I thought Penn State's defense was exceptional.
Yeah, and it's generally been very good for a year and a half now. Kicking game, still some problems. Pasquarelli punted decently today, and Tompkins, I think he did a good job as the punt returner in securing the football and had a couple returns where he had a great effort. But you missed 2 extra points. You bench your kicker during the game. He kicks the ball out of bounds after you've scored 7-0. So that is really an area of concern.
Who do they play next?
I don't know.
One question.
Columbus.
This is a very isolated thing in the game. But I'm curious your thoughts on Christian Hackenberg not throwing the touchdown pass to Kyle Carter. Hack had a good day, took a couple of touchdowns through the air, ran well.
I blame the staff.
I thought it was strange. Kyle Carter's had a tough career here, and he showed some emotion after Christian scored. After the game, though, he said, "Hey, we can score the touchdown, we won." But I'm just curious.
He said that repeatedly. He was asked about that because he kind of showed Hackenberg up as Belton did last year. These guys are holdovers. They've been through a lot of turmoil for a long time. And hey, Hack should have thrown the ball to him. But I think on the other hand, they're trying to instill in him, take the yardage, take the safe play when you can, and Penn State scored. So, that's all part of being on the team.
Beautiful day. 1-0 this week. And some team they play next week, that's gonna be an interesting game.
They're 5-1. I got to give them credit for that, but based on the way they started against Temple, even though this was a soft part of the schedule, you wondered if they were going to get to 5-1. They have. They've made some improvements along the way. So we'll see in Columbus. They don't look like the world beater that they have been but I think they'll have Penn State's attention.
We'll have fun previewing that game this week. Have a good day, everybody.